All right, guys, I'm Brent.
I'm Grace.
And we are Brace Yourself. And today we're here in Pigeon Forge at the island. We're getting ready to go to a place that we've been to once before, but that was for a different meal of the day. Today we're going to try out the dinner menu at
Paula Deen's Family Kitchen, y'all.
Okay, so here we are at Paula Deen's Family Kitchen. As you'll remember, we came here once for breakfast, but now we're coming for dinner. The Paula Deen's menu is a family style. You pick either 2, 3, or 4 of the meat dishes, and then you get 4 sides. They're shared around the table. They're all you can eat. Today, even though we complain all the time about how unhungry we are, we decided since we're going to be here anyway, and we're going to probably have to waste some food because you can't take it with you, we decided that we're going to go with the Savannah today, which is a choose 3, because we really couldn't come to an agreement on the 2 that we were going to get. So as you can see down here for the down home dishes, what we ordered is the best ever Southern fried chicken. We ordered the spare ribs, and we ordered the old-fashioned Southern meatloaf. So other than those 3 things, they also have beef pot roast, chicken fried pork chop, country fried steak with gravy, chicken and dumplings, and a Georgia fried catfish. So you get all 3 of those things. And then down here we choose the 4 sides. So today we went with the candied yams, cream corn, baked mac and cheese, and the broccoli casserole. Otherwise you can get green beans, cream potatoes, collard greens, coleslaw, poppy seed tossed salad, barbecue baked beans, buttered white rice, fried okra, and corn on the cob. And then you got the desserts at the bottom. Everybody gets 1. What they've told us is that you can not take anything home with you food-wise, but you can take your dessert home. So they've got a gooey butter cake, banana pudding, and a seasonal cobbler. And right now the seasonal specials are the salted caramel ooey gooey butter cake and Tennessee Orchard Punch. And strangely enough, you actually can order wine, beer, and some cocktails at Paula Deen's, because who wouldn't want to fill their belly with margarita and then eat a meatloaf dinner?
All right, so everybody gets a biscuit at the table. It looks like a cheddar biscuit of sorts. I don't know what type of sauce is on there. I'm guessing some sort of creamy, maybe rosemary, garlic butter. It's like the Red Lobster biscuits, but better. They're so cheesy. They're so fluffy. I think it is a garlic parmesan on there.
It's definitely a cheddar bay with sauce on top of it.
The sauce is heavenly.
Yeah, creamy
So
garlic.
I hope that they bring out more of those, and then it's not just one and done, or you have to pay for more like you do at Cheddar's with the crescent, because that is delicious, and I would like to have that. I would like to have some of that with my fried chickens. Just get to the already so I can eat the food. Paula Deen's always kind of reminds me of a cookout or Thanksgiving dinner because you get so many dishes and you just cram as much of them onto your plate as possible. A little bit of everything. You start where you start.
Yum.
I'll go with mac and cheese first.
Yum.
It's cheesy. It's creamy. It does not need any salt or pepper, which I am happily surprised by because it's well seasoned. I did get a little bit of sneaky cream corn in there, which made me very happy.
Sneaky corn.
I'm going to try meatloaf, which is traditionally not my favorite food, but it is Brent's, so that's why we got 3.
It's not my
So
favorite. I just enjoy it.
You never get to have it because I don't like it, so for $2 extra each, it's worth it for Brent to have some.
She got her fried chicken, which is her favorite thing on the menu, and I got meatloaf, which is my favorite.
Even though it's not my favorite, I can appreciate that because the ketchup or barbecue sauce on top of it, it's sweet, it's tangy, they put little crispy onions on top, so that's good.
The reason you don't like meatloaf is the texture of it, right?
Yeah.
It's not
It's
flavor.
just, it kind of just tastes like hamburger, but not.
Yeah.
Like it just
Yeah,
ruins
if you're a
things.
texture eater like Grace is, you can understand that meatloaf might not be the best thing because it's kind of a weird texture, but the taste-wise it's good.
Yeah. Speaking of texture, that was complete fat that I just bit into and bone. Not my favorite. How can you be a lady and eat spare ribs? The spare ribs are fall off the bone tender. That sweet barbecue sauce. I've been craving barbecue, but didn't necessarily want to go to a barbecue restaurant, so this is hitting the spot without having to go to barbecue. And last but not least for the meats is fried chicken, which is my favorite. It's salty, it's
the
tender,
dark meat there,
it's
right?
crispy.
Are you more of a dark meat girl or a white light meat girl?
Light meat, I think. I don't know, what is that?
I think you got a dark there.
All I know is that I eat it and it's delicious and I'm happy. I don't care what it is. Next, maybe broccoli cheddar casserole, which is probably going to be Brent's favorite, but not mine. It's creamy. It's broccoli. Not super cheesy. I wish it was a little bit more cheesy, but that's just me because I'm not a big fan of broccoli. But that's okay. Candied yams. That might as well be the dessert that you get at the end. Very sweet. Perfect. Does make me think of Thanksgiving, so kind of puts me in my happy place. Cinnamon, marshmallow, sweet goodness. Last but not least, hopefully my favorite of them all, creamed corn. It's buttery. It's perfection. It's corn. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that. Hey, like this video. You know you do. Make sure to subscribe if you don't already. Give us a little comment. We love the feedback. Brent reads them all. He responds to them all, but give it a like. All right, baby, we're rolling.
Gotta make sure that my microphone's on. So I'm gonna go through this fast because if I take too long, Grace's food's gonna get hot or get cold, and then she's gonna be very upset about it.
Wow.
So we got a little bit of everything. Some of my favorites, some of her favorites. We got some mac and cheese. That mac and cheese is a million times cheesier than what I thought it was going to be by looking at it. It looks kind of like it would just be your basic bland-ish mac and cheese, but it is super sharp tasting is what I'm looking for. It's like, you can tell this is cheddar cheese, sharp, it's delicious, very creamy, much better than I anticipated it being. Broccoli cheddar. Oh yeah. I love broccoli. It's my favorite vegetable. It's delicious. This is creamy. It's cheesy. It's good. Try these sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are the fall thing on this for sure. It's the Thanksgiving. My mom makes a sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving that have raisins and marshmallows in them. It's one of the things that my family does that Grace hasn't gotten into all that much yet, but
because raisins are gross.
Maybe one day she'll come around. Korean corn. Ooh. The cream corn is every bit as sweet as the sweet potatoes are, which is strange to me. It's good. I like it. I just wasn't expecting them to be that sweet, but they are. It tastes like a corn pudding like you'd have at Thanksgiving, except just not cooked long enough. Not in a bad way, but just kind of like liquefied sweet corn. Good. Meatloaf with tobacco onions, which are these little straws. The meatloaf is super tender. The sauce is sweet. It reminds me of what I used to get at the MCL cafeteria back when I used to go with the old people. It was great. I still love MCL to this day. It's delicious. Probably not going to be her favorite thing in the world, but it is mine, so oh well. We got some fried chicken here. Fried chicken to me is kind of like kind of a steaky thing where it's like the best fried chicken and the mediocre fried chicken taste remotely the same to me, so that's delicious. It's not super herby like what you would have Colonel Sanders or anything, but it's salty, it's crunchy, it's delicious. It tastes like what you would get at an Amish restaurant, which is the best of the best. I better taste a bit of the meat at least. Delicious. That was a good choice on her part. As much as it pains me to say it, she made a good choice. And then last but not least, we'll give these reams a try.
Every bite.
The ribs are the thing on the table that got the coldest the quickest. So if we could get them to throw them back in the oven for us for about 3 minutes, then I'd be happy. They taste good. They're smoky. They're very tender. The barbecue sauce is kind of the same taste as what the meatloaf sauce is, but it's still delicious. It's all good. I love everything that I've had here. There's nothing that I've had that I'm disappointed in at all. I remember when we were here for breakfast, we thought, some things are good, some things are decent, some things are all right. Everything we've got here is delicious, and we love it.
I got the salted caramel ooey gooey butter cake, which caramel is one of my favorite sauces ever, so I'm excited that they have it on the limited time fall menu. That is rich. I need either a gallon of milk or coffee. It reminds me like fudge a little bit. You know, the caramel is perfect. It's thick in all the right way. I'm surprised at how much I like it, since normally I don't like super mushy things, but it's so flavorful that the texture doesn't even bother me at all. So if you're coming here during the fall, get this. It's amazing.
So most of the time when we go places and we are filming, we figure, let's get something that we'll both like for each thing so that we can both try it and we can both get a taste. Grace got the gooey butter cake. I like that, but I went with the apple cobbler, which is their seasonal thing right now. Grace likes apples. She just can't eat them because they do something to her stomach that is no bueno. But I decided, you know what, we've shared all of this food already today. We're both miserable at this point, and so I just wanted to get something that I wanted to get instead of something that I felt like I had to get. So this apple cobbler is strange looking. It is chunks of apple The cobbler part of it, it feels very gelatinous. It's not what I'm expecting. Usually cobbler to me is like a apple pie filling, and then it's got like a crispy biscuity crust on top of it. This is a little more of just a goo bomb. So it tastes good. Grace would absolutely despise this. Although she liked the gooey butter cake, so maybe, who knows. It's very mushy on the inside.
It looks
Yeah, the topping you could tell had a crispness to it at one point, but not so much anymore. I don't have a problem with texture. I don't care if it's mushy or crunchy or whatever. It tastes good to me. That's the only thing I care about. This tastes good to me. And now I'm going to taste the gooey booty cake, as she says. Sorry. So we've had gooey butter cake before. I think from here, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. This is a salted caramel one. I don't know if it's any different than just normal or if it's just the regular vanilla with caramel syrup on top of it. I'm about to find out. That's salty, sweet, caramely. That's delicious. The apple cobbler is good, not great. This is world class. It's definitely worth coming for. What I'll say is if you don't come here in the fall, just don't even bother coming. The other thing you could do is find yourself a sweet shop, a grocery store, buy yourself some salted caramel, bring it with you, and pour it on your own gooey butter cake. Just, better yet, never leave home without a bottle of salted caramel in your pocket or purse. It's just, it only makes sense.
All right, here is a look at the receipt at Paula Deen's Family Kitchen. Brent got a lemonade tea. I thought it was just tea over here for $3.75, and then we did the 3 meat choice, which was $54. All in, $64. The amount of food that we got, I would say we ate $64 worth. I'm so full, I feel like I ate a whole chicken. Not a cow, because I only had chicken. Don't make me peck you. Hey, too bad I'm not Southern. We just finished eating at Paula Deen's for dinner. I was so impressed with all of the food. It was seasoned really well. It was cooked perfectly. You don't even need salt and pepper at the table, honestly. It was all so flavorful, so delicious. I don't know if we just picked really good items.
That's it. It was us.
It was us.
I thought that was a crying child.
Bird! It's a bird. Brent hates birds.
I'm not a fan of the bird.
Ruining our outro.
Yep.
The food was delicious. Our server was phenomenal. Travis was from Indiana, so it was kind of fun to talk a little bit about that. He's moved south here. But for it being as busy as it was great. The service, it was fast, friendly, such good food. It is pricey. You pay for it. I mean, for sure. It was really good quality food, though. So really, that's the only negative, is it is steep even in this current environment and economy. But I'm still happy.
So I think it was, what, 29 a piece, 28 a piece, something like that for what we got.
It was 54 altogether.
You can eat all the food you can possibly handle. So if you're showing up and you're wanting to just like fall over dead from food, it's worth it. Pay the money. If you're just looking to get good food that you're okay with spending a little overpriced for, come here because it's really good. We honestly thought that the dinner here was better than the breakfast that we had.
Absolutely.
Everything that we had was surprisingly good compared to what we thought that it might be when we got here. This is one of those things where today we're trying to figure out where should we go eat today. Well, we better go to Paula Deen's, and it's like, I don't want to go there because we've had too much of this kind of stuff already.
We figured it would just basically be like Cracker Barrel, which don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
I
we
love
like
Cracker Barrel.
Right.
But for $30 a person, no, it was
Yep.
way
we
better.
Got here. All the sides were delicious. The mac and cheese was one of the best mac and cheese I've had in a long time. It was delicious. I don't even like fried chicken. That fried chicken was one of the best I've ever had before.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. She liked the meatloaf, even though she doesn't like meatloaf.
Crazy.
Everything was good. We loved it. The desserts were delicious. The ambiance, the view that I'm sure that you can see from this video from where we were sitting. I had a amusement park in my view, and she had the mountains in her view. So
Can't beat it.
we got a little bit of everything. Our server Travis was awesome. We met a lot of people in there that were kind of curious as to what we were doing. People that said they were going to watch us. So welcome to the club if you guys are here. And
We love when people stop and say something to us, by the way. Never feel like you can't be like, oh, hey.
It's actually been one of our
I
dreams
love
that
it.
somebody's going to actually recognize us for who we are when we're out instead of well, you guys are YouTubers. Let's see what you've got.
okay.
Yeah, we want to see, are you Brent and Grace? Brace yourself. What? We will take pictures with you because we'll be so happy to have met you.
Give you autographs.
Yeah. Normally you would be like, hey, I want to get my picture taken with these celebrities. And we're going to be like, no, we want to get our pictures taken with you.
Take it with you.
Yeah, you will be our dollar bill that we stick on the wall to remember the first person that ever said that they knew us out in public. But yes, thank you for watching. We had a great time. This place was awesome. This is one of the last meals that we're having in the area. We did the right thing by coming here, and we think you should too.
Yes. Also, we got here at around 5. No wait at all for
Get
2
here
people.
early
So,
like everything
same as
else.
everything else.
Because now
You're gonna
there's a
wait.
line out the door and up the stairs.
Even for 2 people. Bye.
Kisses.